Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Hakuna La Planta. My name is Kevin and today I can't even talk already. Today, I'm going to show you the plants that are in my office. So, super exciting today. Let me just get out of the way so you can see that they're all along this shelf here. I have two LED grow lights just under here, and they're the Sunblaster LED grow lights. I'll talk more about the lighting at the end of the video, but yeah, I'll just put a link in the description. It's an Amazon affiliate link. If you use the link down below, I get some commission from it. And I do get a lot of questions about grow lights and what kind I use and how long they go for. And because you can't see the whole office here, there's no windows in this office at all. So I want to test to see how the plants would grow just with a, supplemental grow light. I'm going to say it again. These Sunblaster LED grow lights, I've been using them for about 2 to 3 years now. And I really like them, guys. I really, really, really love them. Not like, what am I saying? This video is not sponsored, by the way, if y'all are wondering. Okay, this is like, I'm kind of like nervous. I don't know why. I have the grow lights on a timer. Let me see if I could turn it. Oop, I'm like breaking things. Oh, okay. So here it is. And let's start over here. So I have an espresso machine here, and then I have a couple Hoyas, or 3 actually. Oh my God. Oh, the tendril. I was like, what is that noise? This one, I keep my Hoyas on the espresso machine there. I don't use it, but I keep them on the espresso machine just so they're closer to the grow light. Hoya FINLAYSONII. This is one of the propagations. So you can see that she's doing well. She is, as you can see, I should tie her down because this tendril is just attacking everyone. At home and here, I don't know why, but I cannot get the Hoya FINLAYSONII to bloom. There are a few peduncles. There's one right down here that was ready, and there's like a couple more. She is living in LECUNOSA pond, so a form of passive hydroponics. And you can see, guys, look at that. That's wonderful. Oh my gosh. In a self-watering pot. And I just make sure she's about at the halfway mark. The leaves are just amazing, guys. Like, look at these leaves. I can't even, like, what? So that's her. The next one, Hoya POLYNEURA. This Hoya is such a fast grower, and she's kind of tangled up in all the plants because she grew so much. Okay, I'm gonna have to move you. Oh my God, I didn't see this. There's flowers coming. Okay. This is wild. Hoya POLYNEURA. You know, I don't necessarily look at this plant a lot, but oh, the pond dropped, and then a crystal. I just have this random crystal just sitting on my plant. Okay, so let me pop a picture here. So if y'all remember my Hoya propagation video, this is the mother plant. This plant has been in pond for I think almost a year now. Ooh, I'm scared. Ooh, I don't want to cut the baby. Ooh, be careful. Ooh, be careful. Ooh, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, she looks like what she looked like in the beginning. So cute. But wow, she just pushed out all these vines. I don't know, these leaves, they're just so amazing. Definitely a Hoya that I would recommend. This Hoya is not the type that you put up a trellis. It's a type just to kind of, fan out this way. But look at how beautiful. Oh my gosh. So yeah, this is one of the first plants I brought into the office, and she was really small. I think it was maybe like 6 to 8 months ago, and she's just done so well. I was so annoyed because I was on vacation for a week in April, and when I came back, I saw that this Hoya bloomed for the first time. So I'll put a picture here. You could see that the flowers are, they're like super dry. And I found it interesting because I always thought, and like obviously Hoyas can have different colored blooms, but I always thought that the POLYNEURA only had like the yellow flowers with like the pink corona inside. But as you can see, these blooms are like pink with a pink corona or red. I don't know. I don't know which one's more common. If y'all know, in your experience, if you've grown the POLYNEURA, like which blooms do you see when your plant blooms? I do find that this plant is thirsty. Look at the roots. They're a little dry. Yeah, dust. But it can take an underwatering. The leaves aren't that thin, guys. Like you can see that they're pretty, I don't want to say succulent because they're not, but they're thicker. I almost forgot. She's about to bloom again. Look at that, guys. Super exciting. The second plant is the Hoya POLYNEURA. Okay, the third Hoya. Wow. This has grown so much, guys. It's kind of at the back. So Hoya caudata Sumatra. You know, this plant is known for having, I mean, the dark foliage with the silver speckling. It's so pretty, guys. And the flowers are fuzzy. This one hasn't bloomed for me yet. Yeah, wow, she's pretty full. So I got this plant a year ago. I think she only had 3 leaves at the time. And I'll actually pop a picture here from 10 months ago. This is when she started pushing out tendril. You could see that she's in the same pot, same kind of wire trellis. And before I forget, she is in a pond. But again, I just keep wrapping the Hoya around the trellis. Once you train a tendril down, so if I take this and continue down, there's going to be a growth point growing from either one of the nodes on the vine. And so that kind of encourages a fuller plant because this is one plant. I haven't propagated this plant. It's just pushed out growth points from different nodes. And when this plant was back at home, I really ignored it. Now that she's here and I see her a lot, I do water her a lot more. And ever since that happened, she's pushed out all this growth. Like I said, really close under the grow light. She's just here. She's having so much fun, just like hanging head. But like, come on, look at these leaves. What is happening? Gorgeous plant. So the third plant is the Hoya caudata Sumatra. Okay, let's do philodendron. Philodendron glorious is one of my older glorious plants. I know you can't tell because she's like not big or anything, but she's in an aeroid mix. She's been in the same aeroid mix for like a year, I think. And I just kept propagating this plant and it just kept pushing out new growth. So a lot of the propagations are back at home or I've given them away. And this is just the new growth point that came out. I know the newest leaf is damaged. She got stuck while I was away and so I had to free it and that's what this damage is. He is pushing out a new growth. Right over here. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Don't die or get sucked, please. This plant also is not really close to the grow light because these grow lights are very strong and like specifically with philodendrons, the leaves can get really bleached. But yeah, I'm so excited. You could see I was planning to propagate this plant a lot more when it was back at home. So you could see that there's sphagnum moss here. I just do that just to encourage new root growth. And you could see there's some new roots and then these roots will go into the aeroid mix. And yeah, so fourth plant is the Philodendron glorious. Okay, I didn't mention this before. There's some plants that I neglect more than others, even though I'm here every day. It's so bad. And I've had mixed feelings about this plant for a while now. She looks hilarious. But this is a Syngonium that not a lot of people have or I see in people's collections, but this is the Syngonium freckles. So back in October, which was I guess 9 months ago, I propagated my Syngoniums and this was one of them. I'm just gonna pop that clip here. It's also gonna showcase the variation in the leaves, and the leaves that I show you in the clip are the ones that I love. My God, these leaves over here on this vine, I'm just like so in love with that. Like, are you kidding me? Okay, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Okay guys, pretty good. I got 9 cuttings from this plant. So she's just grown a lot. Let me show you what I'm talking about. A lot of the leaves, they kind of look like that. Some don't have that much freckling, but I really prefer, and see, this is one of the older leaves. I really prefer when the dark green is more present because a lot of the newer growth just has, you know, it's still a pretty plant, guys. I think I'm being just extra mean right now. One thing that I would change, I would not put it into this mix. So this isn't pond, this is a pond substitute. So there are little pieces of bark instead of like lava rock, I think. Syngoniums are generally thirstier plants. I just find this medium dries out too fast. It's just kind of catch up watering this plant. Maybe that's why it looks like this. Let me know if y'all have the freckles in y'all's collection. I would love to hear your experience because this plant has been like weird. Also, like, I find the leaves got stuck. Like, look at this. What is that? Okay, so the 5th plant is the Syngonium freckles. Okay, the next plant is kind of a big deal. Philodendron Paraíso Verde. This plant, I honestly don't recommend this plant to everyone. There has been a debate, and I might be wrong. correct me if I'm wrong. There's been a debate how the variegation of the leaves, like how you could promote it. Most people say light. I kind of believe that it's warmth and light together. I've had this plant for like 1.5 or 2 years, and y'all know that I blast my plants with like a southwest facing window and a grow light, and she's pushed out a lot of green leaves. So because this office stays warmer, I think that's what has promoted the variegation. This is the very first time that she, oh my God, why are you so sticky though? Okay, look at this. So stunning. Okay, so I need to put a picture. It's good. Oh my God. So I need to put a picture of when I first got this plant. She had variegated leaves. They were little cute babies. And this plant, guys, is a fast grower. I've propagated this plant many times, easy to root. But the thing is, the leaves, again, never look like this. They always look like this. Solid green. Every time the plant gets close to the grow light, and even though the grow lights I have are LED grow lights, they do emit a little bit of warmth. So because of that, guys, I think that might be the reason. This is the leaf before that, so y'all can't really see, but on the back side, you could see the speckling. Wow, look at this, guys. I just love how this plant looks. The plant's gonna fall, guys. Like I said, I've propagated this plant a lot. So at the bottom, you could see a couple stumps there. And then when we continue up, there's more stumps. And then you could see that they grew from those growth points. Okay, and opinions about this plant? I know this was hyped up a lot for a while. It does still have heftier press. Wow, mornings, I can't talk. It has a heftier price tag still, but I think when the Jose Bono came out and other, variegated philodendrons, I think the interest went down. And I think people realized that the leaves stay green a lot of the time. The 6th plant is the Philodendron Paraiso Verde. Okay, how do I put you back though? Okay, another Syngonium that the ID, guys, I'm just not sure if it was just sold to me as this plant and it isn't, but this is the Syngonium Nocturne Lama. It's Lama. At first glance, this looks like a Syngonium holly. And I don't know, as the plant matured, it really just has that arrowhead shape. And I'm trying to find one of the more juvenile leaves, but the leaves first looked like this. And they continued to push out growth that looked like that. But I guess as the plant matured, she really opened up and widened. She's living in LECUNOSA pond in a self-watering pot. I originally had this plant in LECA, and then I transferred her into pond. In this picture, you can see that, the leaves were a lot of that like signature, like thin leaf. And now, I don't know. I don't know if this plant just does this. Like maybe it was just like a mutation and now it's like outgrowing the mutation. I don't know. But yeah, still a gorgeous plant. Like I actually like it more like this. Funny story, guys. When I first brought this plant into the office, everyone here, even though they know that I know how to grow plants, they looked at the plant before she looked like this. Like when she had leaves that looked like that, they're like, oh, Kevin, it looks really sick. I'm like, are you sure that plant's okay? Like they thought it was like dying. I'm like, guys, it's supposed to look like that. So anyways, I actually like it looking like this more. I do find I have to water this plant a lot. Also, the difference with this Syngonium and like the Mojito, the Pink Splash, the Albo, the Hoya, the nodes are so close together. So you could just see the nodes are so close, the aerial roots and everything. Another plant I don't see in people's collections. So I'm just curious to know if y'all have grown this.
Your attention, please. We are currently testing the overhead announcement system. Classical music will be played throughout the day.
Yeah, let me know if you have this plant. Let me know how this plant grows in your care. But yeah, okay, let's do the Jose Bono, guys. This is probably one of my favorite Jose Bono propagations that I have. She's grown so well. And I think it's just because I give too much light to the other ones and the leaves just burn or they bleach. But look at this leaf, guys. But anyways, this is the newest leaf. I just love how different and variable the leaves can look. So again, one of the plants that I propagated, and she's like She's like a plant now. Like she's not a propagation or cutting or whatever. Super easy, guys, propagating this plant. I think I maybe lost one propagation out of like 12 or 11. And I thought it was gonna be more difficult because the nodes, the internodes, like the spacing between the nodes, when you cut there, they're very close to the next like aerial root system. And sometimes when rot occurs, it can just ruin that part and then you've essentially lost that cutting and propagation. And yeah, roots. Look at her, guys. She's doing so well. Dry, dust. One of my favorite plants in this office, it is the Philodendron Jose Bono. Okay, this next one just exploded. I don't know why, but it's grown so well in this office with just the grow light. It is the Alocasia Black Velvet. This is insane to me. Ooh, the pond is gonna fall. What is going on here on this planet? See, this is one of the favorites in the office. A lot of people love this one, and I mean, how can you not? But yeah, I don't know if y'all can tell, but she has grown a lot. I think it's because in the winter, spring, she did drop a lot of leaves from that last picture, and then ever since I brought it in here, it's been just taking off so many flowers, guys. Just too many almost. And it's interesting because usually when they push out flowers, the leaves suffer. But as you can see, they all look good. Are you kidding? So in a self-watering pot, if I had to flush the medium, these are specifically LECUNOSA self-watering pots. You could twist this and just drain the fluid and run the faucet over it. Insane. Okay. Alocasia Black Velvet. Let's do a little baby, guys. This is oddish. Look at her. So she's in an aerated mix. I'll pop in a picture. This is from one of my very first plants. So technically this is still probably my top 5 oldest plants. This picture is basically the mother plant. I want to experiment with propagating. The mother plant didn't do well, so the stump I kept and I put her into here. She originally only had one growth point, I think it was this one, but then she continued to push out these plants. I'd even say what plant this is. This is a snake plant. It is now classified as a Dracaena. Oh, it was cylindrica. If y'all are wondering, this planter's from Etsy. It's 3D printed. I didn't buy it myself. It was a gift, so I actually don't know the seller, and it was like 2 years ago, so I don't even know if, you know, that's still a thing. But how cute, guys, so cute, oddish. Okay, so yeah, that's her. I am now rushing because I actually came in early for work and I'm a little bit behind schedule. So Syngonium 3 Kings Magic Marble. Wow, the leaves look so just different each time. Look at that. Here, lots of variegation there. This is a good balance. I just love how this plant looks. Look at this baby. Look at this little offshoot. This baby 3 Kings, oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of similar to the freckles where like the leaves can look so different. Yeah, I don't know. I really like when the leaves have more cream like these two over here. But I mean, still gorgeous when they have a little bit. Like, wow. And like the other Syngonium I have, the internodes are pretty close together. So they kind of stay compact, at least in my care. Like you could see all the nodes over there. And yeah, the Syngonium 3 Kings. Okay, it's albo time. Y'all have been waiting for this moment. Okay, wait. Let me premise this. So I basically propagated like this baby albo because I saw that it wasn't putting out variegation. Here is a picture, I think it's from December. Once she grew a little bit of, I think, water roots because I propagated that cutting in water, I transferred her into this pot over here in LECUNOSA pond. And I honestly debated getting rid of those cuttings. The leaves barely had any variegation. Obviously it's hard to tell sometimes, but if the stem has variegation still, then odds are the rest of the plant will. And again, with propagating the plant, if you have a streak of variegation going through the node, odds are it's going to be a really good or a really nicely variegated leaf. So she's been here for a while as well. Oh my god, aerial roots, man. Okay, there's 2 plants in here, so I'll show you the one that hasn't pushed out any variegation. So This is the new leaf. She's still cute, like she really is. The second one here, freckling here or there. Here's another leaf off the same plant. Like I didn't think there was gonna be more than that. And look at this leaf. This was the next leaf. So I guess you never truly know. Look at that variegation here. So beautiful. The leaf after that kind of had, you know, barely anything. And then the newest leaf, she's not hardened off yet, so she's a little lighter than the other ones, has some cream or white. So, wow guys, she is taken over. Look at all these aerial roots. They're just everywhere. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Might propagate her. She is pretty full. I mean, there are 2 plants in here. Monsteras don't need a lot of humidity. They don't need a lot of light. Monsteras, Thai constellations, deliciosas, albos, they're very resilient. They're actually pretty easy plants to grow, guys. Okay, the Monstera albo. Oh my God. The Monstera's attacking the Monstera light, y'all. Do y'all see it? I know I'm gonna get a lot of questions about this light, but future Kevin, zoom in. So I got this light from Indigo, and I don't think they sell it anymore. This was like 3 years ago, so isn't she cute? Okay, a very sad story with the next one. This is my alocasia dragon scale, guys. I don't know what's wrong with it. So she was living in LECA originally, and I switched her into Pawn. The leaves look okay. They're just really long. I don't know what is happening, and they're not even like symmetrical. Y'all know how much I was in love with this plant when I first got it. I don't know how I feel about it now. I thought it was gonna take off, but this is the newest leaf. Still has that, you know, elongation teardrop kind of shape. This plant did push a lot of flowers. Maybe it's robbing energy from the foliage. I was hoping in different conditions, like in this office, it was gonna grow differently, but she's kind of stayed the same. So I'm just gonna see what happens. Alocasias really need air around the roots, but need to be kept moist. So Pawn, LECA, great mediums. But yeah, I guess she's still cute. Anyhow, the Alocasia Dragon Scale. Okay, one of the OGs, Alocasia Silver Dragon. So if y'all remember, I put a reel of me bringing this to work. So it was pretty recent. I want to say it was May, so 2 months ago. She looks pretty much the same from that reel. She did push out this beautiful leaf. Always blooming. This plant is always blooming. So there's a dried up inflow there, but definitely a plant I'm attached to. I'll put a picture here. It was a baby. This plant was a baby, guys, when I first got her. These alocasias don't get too big. This could get bigger, but I'm happy with it. Like, she is so cute. Look at her. Okay, Alocasia Silver Dragon. Okay, there's a couple more. I think I'm gonna get rid of this plant, guys. This is a Manjula Pothos. I think I just need to put her into another mix of some sort. I don't even know. There's like, look at this leaf. What is going on here? It has not grown a lot. The last one. Oh, actually, this is not the last one. I'm gonna have to walk to the conference room, but this is the Hoya Maculavari. Huge leaves. I was so happy that she pushed out these leaves because these Hoyas, along with the Archibaldiana, the Kaimuki, they are slower unless you have warmth and a lot of light. So I was so impressed with this. Okay, we're gonna have to take a walk. The lighting might suck, guys, but okay, I'm a little terrified that someone's here already. Oh, someone's here. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is my ZZ plant. Oh my God, why are you yellow though? Oh. It broke, okay. I got one of my first office plants, actually my first office plant. She outgrew the light and now she's here against the window. So this is a it's a west facing window. Guys, look at this, I love it. This, I forgot about this one. This is not, well, it was my plant. I gifted this plant to one of my coworkers. This is the Philodendron Florida Ghost. So she's just keeping Bobo, my ZZ plant company. Look at this. In an aeroid mix, in a chunky aeroid mix, because I know, don't tell her y'all, she is an overwaterer. So I was like, chunk, perlite, pumice, bark, charcoal, all the chunky stuff. And I put it in a smaller pot, even though the roots were pretty big. And she's thriving. Okay guys, so like I said, we're gonna talk about the light, how close they are, how many foot candles. So this is a light meter. I'll put the link down below. You could get this on Amazon. And I like to use foot candles. So there's an option here to change to foot candles. Okay, so I'm gonna do the Hoyas first. I basically keep all my Hoyas really close to the grow light. So it says 247, but it's times 10, so it's 2,500. Hoyas can tolerate a lot of light, guys. They really can. Also Syngonium. So my freckles, it's sitting right here. 1,700. If I go lower, 1,000. So kind of like in the 1,000 range. My Paraiso Verde in that same range, so 1,700. There's some leaves that are facing up that are getting like 2,000. And now looking at the philodendrons, like I said, they're not getting a lot of light. So anywhere between, because the leaves aren't facing the grow light, they're probably getting like 200 to 500. And that's okay, because they don't need a ton of light. Alocasias looking at 600 to 700 foot candles. I didn't even realize that you guys couldn't even see me. Sorry. The Albo is getting about 400 foot candles. Some are getting 300 foot candles. The Alocasia over here is getting about 1,000. Mandula, maybe that's why it's not growing. I think I might be giving the Mandula pothos a little bit too much light. I know they don't need a lot. So maybe, actually, let's do that now. I'm gonna bring it down here just so you could get like 200 to 400. There we go. And then the Macrolivrii, 1,200. And I forgot to mention, I have these grow lights on a timer. So I have 2 grow lights plugged in. These grow lights are on for 14 hours. So again, that's one. I'm pretty sure this is the 48-inch one. This one over here is it's a 36 or 24. Now that it's summer in Toronto, the humidity stays about 50. Usually when it's raining, it'll go into the 60s. Like I said, it stays about 72 degrees Fahrenheit. So in situations like this where you don't have any windows, I do recommend these grow lights. Let me know what your opinions are, because for me, it was very experimental, but also like experience-wise, just watching the plants grow and seeing the results. Let me know if you have any questions. And yeah, I guess that's it. Okay, 10 minutes before I start work. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And yeah, if you've made it to the very end, thank you guys so much. I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. What do I usually say? I'm panicking. And I'll see you guys later. Bye. Tomorrow.